Welcome to the WBC Arena, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you, always a pleasure.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And introducing first, it's Claressa Shields, one of the greatest to ever do it. She's 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 173. And here is the Empress, Alicia Napoleon, 5 foot 5 inches tall with a reach of 68.1 inches.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
It's Claressa Shields, one of the greatest to ever do it, one of the most avoided fighters in the game, and one of the best to lace them up, fighting proudly out of Flint, Michigan, USA. Alicia Napoleon, fighting out of New York. This middleweight won the championship back in 2018.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, and ladies and gentlemen, here is the two-time gold medalist from Flint, Michigan, a 3-weight division world champion, and an undisputed women's 154-pound champion of the world, Claressa Shields. Fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of Lindenhurst, New York, here is the women's super middleweight champion of the world, the Empress, Alicia Napoleon Espinosa.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
This is the fight of pride. This is two warriors that want to get in there and beat the hell out of each other. This is that fight.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go.
Do your business.
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. She got her with a right hook. Oh, that jab had to hurt her. Nice shot with the left. The hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
God, listen to them, listen to them. You can hear the noise, but you don't know what they're saying. It's that loud. I'm sorry, man. I'm shouting you here. I'm sorry.
Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Caution being thrown to the wind. So much for defensive abilities. A much better game plan here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Shields. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell for round 2. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. out of the way of that right hook. Not a lot of defense here at all. And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. Action, and they are giving us action. Napoleon got rocked. Johnny, I thought they were supposed to hit each other, not hold each other. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? They defending. They both want the knockout. Fantastic punch. Good left hand. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Good left counter that lands. Talk about Shields. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Let's get it started in round 3. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Nice counter punch. No power in those punches. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Just misses with that big right hand. That's another scoring shot. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer. I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Perfect punch. Punch. Do you believe what we're seeing? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Beautiful counter shot. Let's talk about Shields. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
There's the bell for round 4. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got sand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom, In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
He misses with that jab. This fighter realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
There was the defense. Talk about Shields. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get up.
There's the bell to start round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good punch. Quick punch scores. He misses with the jab. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fire with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Very close match.
She's rolled the dice, and it's coming up aces here, but can she seal the deal? Good job trying to back out of trouble. Left counter scores. And they're down. Would be wise here to take the full 8 seconds. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do. At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. It looks like she's going to survive the round, but just barely. Napoleon flipped hard. Let's talk about Shields. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
This is the beginning of round 6. She got dropped in the last round. Let's see how she does here. They score again with the left hand. Do you believe what we are seeing? That punch scores. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
She just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. And a counter left. Oh, that punch. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That left counterpunch will score. Let's talk about Shields. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell to start round 7. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Nice counter. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain though.
Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Won't score with that right uppercut. This is a high-octane battle. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out. What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
There's a right hand. This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Shields. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell to start round 8. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
What a punch. Good counter right-handed kick. And she blocks that right uppercut. Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. Good counter punch. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shields. Well, the cut man's got some work to do in this corner.
Cornerman, get your job done, do it right.
And we enter the ninth. Can it get any better? What a round we just saw.
Good work the last round. Be smart. Don't get too braggadocious. You'll get turned over and walk into a shot, and that's the last thing you want.
It may not be pretty, but sometimes clinching is effective. She blocks that jab. You don't want to trade shots. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. Lands with the right counter. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Counter right. Left punch. Right punch. The perfect counter. And that was it. That was and the Empress is down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion. Let's talk about Shields. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
And here comes the 10th round. She got dropped in the last round. Let's see how she does here. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
No stamina, no injury, but still throwing punches. Beautiful counter punch. game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Right punch. And a good decision here to clinch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.